What's happening, Guardians? Adam the Hand back with another Destiny 2 weapon review. I know we've all been running around chasing rewards and absorbing void slimes from the Dares of Eternity activity hosted by Xur and that weird space horse, and the loot definitely rains from this activity and from Xur's loot arena. One of these items, the BxR Battler, was super interesting to me the moment the first one dropped. I'm a big pulse rifle enthusiast, and if you follow me on Twitch or have seen any of my previous videos, you know this to be true. I did what I usually do with my pulse rifles when I get a new one. I threw a counterbalance mod on it to make sure the pulse fires as vertically as possible, and I headed into the Crucible. I noticed I was leaving a lot of my opponents with almost no health, but was losing my 1v1s on a pretty regular basis. In the back of my mind, I was thinking of dropping counterbalance for something else, but being an old fart set in my dad rifle ways, I stayed the course and continued to lose gunfights. For what it's worth, BxR has a base 85 aim assist, which is insane. Toss a pulse targeting mod on for that crispy 90 aim assist, and hopefully you'll find some heads more often than not. My second role, BxR, this was a bit different than the first one. My first role featured Perpetual Motion, the new perk that boosts handling stability and reload speed when you maintain your movement around the map and during gunfights. It also rolled with Rangefinder, which is a great perk if you can keep your shots tight with a pulse rifle. My second role featured Outlaw and Kill Clip, and that's what we're looking at right now. Two tried and true faithful PvP partners that can turn you into a wrecking ball if you can keep your reticle on the heads of your opponents. This wasn't what was wild about the role, however. It was Arrowhead Break. That's the guy. That's the barrel you want for the BxR, and everything after that is just gravy. Other barrels will do, but Arrowhead Break brings your pulse into a vertical firing motion that Counterbalance can't even touch. Now, the reason I was using my BxR incorrectly is this. The weapon fires at a rate of 450 RPM, and I'm used to using 390s like G on 7 or Last Perdition or rapid fire frames like Grid Skipper or Jurassic Green. This BxR felt like it was taking its sweet time firing, which is faster than 390, so I don't know, something about it was weird. I was pulling my trigger way too fast, and it was pulling me off of my headshots. Landing body shots was increasing my time to kill and leaving me dead before I could finish my opponents. Enter Full Auto Retrofit. Full Auto is going to maximize your rate of fire and allow you to spray bullets right along a long line of sight, basically. Depending on the perk combinations, you'll be able to consistently win duels with scouts and hand cannons, but right now you'll probably be dueling with fellow BxR users. The gun is everywhere in the Crucible right now. The perks in the third and fourth columns definitely make the weapon more fun to use, and combinations like Perpetual Motion and Elemental Capacitor, Outlaw Kill Clip, Killing Wind, and Rangefinder would be really crispy. However, I believe success with this weapon starts in the first column with Arrowhead Break and is capped with that full auto retrofit. The gun essentially becomes laser beam, and if I can snag a roll with either ricochet or accurized rounds, the perks in the third and fourth column are kind of just there for fun at that point. BxR also features a pulse frame first for Destiny 2. The Legacy PR55 frame boasts improved stats when fired from the hip. This is also apparently a nod back to Halo, but I only ever played the campaign because I was a wiener and didn't want to get my face ripped off in PvP back then. Hipfire does come in handy in a pinch if you're being rushed, but I'm so addicted to my sidearms in the primary slot that I'm usually swapped over to Traveler's Chosen in CQC situations like that one where I died. Thanks for nothing. I haven't mentioned blunt execution rounds because I haven't had a BxR drop with the perk yet. And as much as I love my melee opponents in the Crucible, I'm sad that it hasn't popped yet. Essentially, if you land a melee on an opponent, the next shot does freaky huge damage and you'll likely kill them with one shot, meaning you can move on to the next target. Think Trench Barrel, but on steroids and usable from range. But side note, I've heard that range on blunt execution is limited to about 15-20 meters, so don't think you're going to chuck a throwing knife across the map, tag a Guardian's leg, and then one burst them. This is the role that I'm currently running with. Does have Accurized, has Arrowhead Break, obviously, and then Outlaw and Kill Clip with that full auto retrofit attached. It is super nice. For as crazy as the execution rounds perk is, by the way, there are limitations to it, thankfully, so I'm not going to get mapped by somebody with a melee and then immediately tapped and dead. Blunt execution drops in the fourth perk column, so where Kill Clip was. And who knows, one day I'll get one to drop and maybe make a video just based on the blunt execution rounds. Keep in mind that this weapon is a dueling weapon. This pulse is a dueler for sure. And while it can roll with Demolitionist in the third column, BxR Battler feels like Bungie really leaning into gunplay and putting ability spam on the sideline. Let me know what roles you've been enjoying with the BxR, and if you find it works best for you with full auto or some other mod slotted in. I hope you're having fun farming the Dares of Eternity event like I am. Farming chest keys and the activity itself does yield some decent results when it comes to getting BxRs to drop, even if I do get the occasional sword or shotgun or grenade launcher instead. If you have anything fun to add, please leave a comment below, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by liking the dang thing. Check out my other content on the channel, and if you like watching pathetic attempts at success live, I stream on Twitch a few nights a week at twitch.tv/AdamTheHand. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. Just watching the video makes me feel good. Enjoy the gameplay, and remember, if I happen to catch you out in the Crucible, watch your lips.
Get deleted, dude. Dude,
Moments of clarity are weapons. Together. I love it.